Hershey's Kisses, the cone-shaped solid chocolate candy wrapped in foil, have long been a staple of the American candy aisle, and their name has made them an easy choice to give to friends and lovers on Valentine's Day.
What happens when a kiss gets kissed? It blushes.
But where exactly does the Kisses name come from? This is the history of why Hershey's Kisses are called Kisses. Hershey's Kisses have been around since the 1900s when chocolate maker Milton Hershey began offering milk-made kisses. There have been a lot of different stories about why Hershey Kisses were called Kisses. Some sources have argued that Kisses referenced the lip-smacking noise Hershey's machinery made when it touched the conveyor belts. Others said it was from the puckering motion the chocolate extruder made during the manufacturing process. But the story behind the name may actually be a lot simpler. At the time of Hershey's Kisses' introduction, a kiss was a generic term for a kind of small candy. And this candy didn't have to be chocolate. There are also examples of caramel, taffy, meringue, and molasses kisses. It also appears that kisses didn't have to be a particularly specific size or shape. They just had to be small. The potential wordplay of candy kisses was not lost on advertisers, writers, or cartoonists. Take, for example, this ad for Velvet Candy Co's Molasses Kisses, or these postcards that show the potential for confusion between a candy kiss and a real one. Today, you can still find dictionaries that define kiss as a small candy, but it would be harder to find a company in the US marketing chocolate kisses that isn't Hershey. Why? Because of trademarks.
They're around us all the time. In fact, the average American encounters over 1,500 a day.
A trademark is a way of protecting names, phrases, symbols, and designs associated with a particular brand. A trademark essentially is there to prevent competitors from using a brand owned by another company. But not just everything can be trademarked. If a word is a general or generic term for what something is, you can't just trademark it. For example, you can't trademark the word apple for a brand of apples. But you can trademark the word apple for something like, say, a computer. When Hershey first applied for trademarks to protect the name of its little teardrop-shaped chocolates from its competitors, its applications were specifically for Hershey's Kisses and Hershey's Milk Chocolate Kisses. It made no attempt to trademark the word Kisses by itself, though incidentally, Hershey did trademark Kisses' distinct packaging. As the decades passed, Hershey became more and more protective of the Kisses part of its brand name. A pivotal moment came in 1990 when Hershey went to introduce Almond Kisses.
For almond lovers, it's a match made in heaven.
The company soon found out it had competition. A New York candy company called Barton's already had an Almond Kisses named product on the market, and it had been there for the past 40-some years. Barton's parent company Consolidated Brands threatened legal action, and Hershey backed down. It marketed its Almond Kisses as Hershey's Kisses with almonds instead.
Hershey's Kisses with almonds. The big idea.
Meanwhile, Barton's decided to file a trademark on Almond Kisses. This made Hershey nervous. A company spokesperson noted, "We feel the Kiss name is very strongly associated with Hershey and that any registration of a trademark of Almond Kisses by Barton's or anyone else would be confusing to consumers." She added that Hershey was fine with Barton's using the Almond Kiss name so long as it didn't trademark it. The word almonds and kisses are generic. Barton's is looking to register them, and we're afraid if they do that, it could be used against us in marketing our current product. For its part, Barton felt Hershey was trying to use its vast resources to bully them. Barton's owner, Anthony Forgione, stated, "We live in a world where giants such as Hershey think that they can steamroll over small companies like Barton's. We have to take a stand and fight for what's rightfully ours. The Almond Kisses trademark is part of our heritage." The battle for Almond Kisses went to the U.S. Trademark Trial and Appeal Board. It took a few years, but the board ultimately dismissed the case. Barton's was allowed to trademark Almond Kisses. Now, despite what its spokesperson had just said, it seems that Hershey changed its mind about the genericness of Kisses. In 1996, Hershey went ahead and tried to trademark the word Kisses by itself. At first, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office denied Hershey's trademark application. The examining attorney, or the person who reviewed the trademark application, noted that the term Kisses would have been considered generic at the time Hershey's Kisses were introduced in 1907. And as a generic term, Kisses could not be trademarked. As the attorney noted, the evidence of record clearly shows that Kisses is a commonly used name for a piece of candy and has been so since prior to the applicant's first use. Hershey appealed. It told the Trademark Office that even if Kisses was once a generic term, it wasn't anymore and that it had the data to prove it. That data was an independent survey in which nearly 80% of participants believed Kisses was a trademark brand, not generic. Finally, Hershey got what it wanted. A patent and trademarks judge determined based on the survey that chocolate Kisses had become so synonymous with Hershey that Kisses was no longer a generic term. In 2001, Hershey was granted a trademark for Kisses for solid chocolate candy. And Hershey has been described as extremely protective of its Kisses brand, lest it become generic once more. Though interestingly enough, as just a quick side note, Hershey did accidentally let the Kisses trademark lapse in 2021 before quickly filing a new application 4 days later. And so, while the classic song As Time Goes By may argue that a kiss is just a kiss, Hershey would argue only Hershey's Kisses are kisses, at least when it comes to chocolates. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel below. It really helps me out. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.